Hey, it's Gene Bleeker, and welcome to Genius Thoughts. I'm your eyes, ears, and voice in real estate, business, and the community. And speaking about celebrities, I got Louisa Henry here with you. You're going to love her. She's got a lot to share with us. Louisa, thank you so much for being on the program today.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'm beyond excited. I've got lots of questions I want to ask you. But before I want to talk to you about yourself and your family, you've been so involved in the real estate industry forever and a day, right?
Yeah, it's been 13 years now.
That's amazing. But last year you were the president of the Southland Association of Realtors for the Santa Cruz Valley Division, correct?
The year before, yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
Okay. And you did an
And we
amazing
and we call
job.
ourselves chairs because we're not allowed to call ourselves presidents anymore. But yeah, essentially president.
In such a political world, they have to watch our P's and Q's and everything
Yeah.
that we say. I totally get that. So I used to have what I used to call back in when I had started my very first networking groups. I called them board members until I found out that you're not allowed to call them board members.
Yes.
Now I call them team leaders. So, I kind of pivot along with them.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's one or two people on this crazy planet that might not know who you are. So
Oh,
can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and about your family?
sure. I came here, oh my God, 100 years ago, it seems like, with my then ex-husband and my son, and we came to this valley for him to work for Santa Clarita Disposal, who people who don't know or remember that, but it was a big disposal company up here. Um, he started a commercial business and asked me, you know, to help out, so I did. Uh, then we got divorced and I remarried. I have a wonderful husband, Patrick Henry. He's worked for AT&T for like 35 years.
Wow.
Um, with with my first husband, I had a son, Andrew. He will be 40. Oh my God, 40 in 2 weeks. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Hey,
And
whoever
then
does your hair and makeup, cheers to them because
it was me.
does not look like you have a son 40 years old. That
Thank
is
you.
crazy.
Thank you. And then with my second husband came four wonderful kids who the youngest was 6 when I met him, and he is now in his 20s. And so
Wow.
with those four children came four grandchildren who I they say you can't love anybody more than your kids. That's not true. My grandkids are, yeah.
They're way up on the pedestal,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
tell
it's-
my I tell my granddaughter, "You're my best friend." She says, "I know, Grandma. I know."
well, you know what? As long as Patrick's still on top of the
Oh
podium,
yes,
that's all
yes.
that really matters, right?
And then I have the support of I have a wonderful family. I have an older brother and then two younger sisters, and my mom, who's been, we'll get into that later, but the matriarch of our family. Um, and I just have such strong support. The first house I sold was to my brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about a
Gave me
good referral
his
source.
keys on Christmas Eve.
Oh my
We both
gosh.
cried.
That is so awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? I think that's why you're so amazing at real estate because you're a very kind person. You have a great warm heart. You're very good at what you do. And I think you have that amazing law of attraction to people, without a
Thank
doubt.
you.
Without a doubt. All right. So now we found out about your family, your kids, your grandkids, your son, Patrick. So tell us something that our viewers might not know about Louisa Henry.
Well, I hail from New York,
Okay.
and um, was a personal trainer years ago. That's what I did
Okay.
for a living at all female gym. And I do sit on the board of directors down in Southland, and I am a California Association board of director. So I have my hands in a lot of the pies to make sure that the real estate industry stays relevant.
Okay, so it's good to have your hands in a lot of pies, but being a personal trainer, that would be nothing I would ever promote to one of my clients. Unless they're trying to lose weight and it's a good law of
Yeah,
attraction.
no. No, and it was a lot of years ago, a lot younger, a lot tinier. I like this job better.
So what was your attraction? What led you to become and wanted to become a personal trainer? What was
Well,
your call to action?
I was getting in shape.
Okay.
I went to the gym and I was working out, and my my trainer is like, "You're amazing at this. You really should get your license." And she helped me. And then we became spin instructors together. And then she was my friend for a lot of years. We worked at the same gym. We worked alongside of each other. It was a great job with having I had my son was in high school at the time. That's how long ago it was. And although people were like, oh, when your kids get older, I always felt like I needed to be around, even with him as a teenager, because I feel those are the years that really matter, because that's when
Without a
they get
doubt.
in trouble. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So so uh, uh my husband at the time, he was wonderful. He helped me. We did it, and I was able to make my hours so I could be home, pick him up from school, make them dinner, go back to the gym and do it at night,
Isn't
and do it during the
flexibility
mornings.
flexibility
Yes.
is so great in
Yes.
life and business, you
Yeah.
know? And
So
then you get into real estate, you know?
so that's another thing. My ex, he started a commercial business, and he's was hiring all these people, and they weren't working out. And he's like, "Could you get your license and help me out?" I'm like, "I'm not sure I'm cut out for this thing." And he's all, "Yeah, you'd be great at it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I watch you, and I don't know. You always have to have a smile on your face, and you're so." He's like, "Just do it." So I did. And then when we separated, I realized I really love this industry. I love what I do. So I've known Bob
Right.
Keller since I was 26.
Right.
When
He's
he
an
first
amazing man.
ran, yeah, very amazing man. I owe a lot to him. So I went to him and I said, "Can I come work for Keller Davis?" And he was like, "Of course you can." And they took me in, and let me tell you, that is really a family, because
Yeah.
I got married in Bob's front yard. Um,
Really?
yeah, when I got married the second time, I got married in Bob's front yard, and Bobby Higby, and everybody in the company contributed something to my wedding. It was amazing.
That is
Uh,
so cool. And I
yeah,
knew his partner, Mitch Davis, who was amazing
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Mitch was a great man. I loved him. He would come in, he'd crack us up at meetings. But yeah, and so I started with Bob, and I love the business. I love what I do.
Well,
It's
that's
not an
quite
easy business, mind you, but
no, no, it's not.
no.
You know,
But
but you
when you
know,
get to hand the first keys you've ever handed to your older brother, and it's his first place, and of course I've helped him buy and sell the 4 houses. He's moved to Texas now, but yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, but you know what? One of the things that I've always liked about you is that, you kind of run their multiple listing service meeting. You're
yes.
you're one of the entities, but you always have such a warm, sincere smile on your face when you put these meetings together, and I think that's what people like about you. And I see you approach people all the time. What advice are you giving real estate agents today?
um, I to be patient.
Okay.
We're dealing with a long road, um, and if you work hard at it and you do, I mean, uh, let's the figures show it. 75% of realtors did not do a deal last year. Um,
That again?
75% of realtors did not do a deal last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So those things can get you down, and you got to that's why I love the networking meetings, because you go in there, you're with like-minded people, and you can hear somebody, especially like someone like me. I can say, "Oh, I didn't do as much as I did last year." So a new person to the industry can see that if people who have been in the business 13 years are struggling, it's not so bad. They're not. I remember when I first started in this business, and this is what I tell people. Facebook and everything's in our face. You don't know what's real, what's not real. And
Right.
you look at all these agents, oh, I did 20 deals, or I had an open house and 100 people came through. And you're like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not doing that? And you have to realize that um, some of it's smoke and mirrors, some of it's experience,
A lot of
and
it is
you'll get
smoke and
there.
mirrors. A lot of
You'll
it
get
is
there.
smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you'll get there. And don't compare yourself, because that's a dangerous road, and it it leads to a lot of doubt. And I don't know if you know this, uh, Anthony Bedgood, who is now the president of all of
okay.
SRAR, he and I have been friends for years and years and years. I met him when I met my now husband, and he was a client of mine. I was showing him and his then wife houses, and we were joking, and we would walk into these houses, and if the sellers were there, they were just immediately drawn to him. We got in the car, and I told my husband, I said, I'm going to lose a client right now. And he's all, you are? And I said, yeah. I said, Anthony, go get your real estate license, I will help you. And he did. And look at
Right.
it now. Um part of being in this industry is being able to spot talent too, and not keeping it all to yourself. This is not a greedy, this is not a me, it shouldn't be a me industry. I've never seen it that way. And I thought, this is gonna he's gonna be a really fine addition to all of this. And look at him.
Right, without a doubt. And he sings praises of you as well
Oh,
as he says the same thing about Bob Keller. He just absolutely loved the organization um, that you work for, you know. But this, it's sad to say, it is a me organization where
yeah.
there's a small percentage of people, it's all
Yes.
about them. But you know, you've turned it around where it's all about we instead of me, which I really love because, you know, I like the mindset and I've always had the mindset is together we can accomplish more, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love what I do. I love the people I do it with. I'll
Yes.
tell you, Santa Clarita, we do have a pretty tight industry up here, and I do love the people up here. I've done business in Palm Springs, believe it or not. I sold 2 motels out there, and it's not the same vibe out there. It is really, don't step on my toes. You know what I mean? I had agents call me and go, why are you here selling these? Well, it was a friend of a family member, and they just wanted, I sold a bunch of property for them, and they wanted me to do it because they trusted me. So I schlepped myself to Palm Springs a lot, and we got it
Wow.
done.
So they have big mouths and big feet. Is that what
Yeah.
I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Palm Springs, do not go there. Got it, yeah. Hey, you know, it's really kind of funny because I like to ask this question every time I interview somebody amazing like yourself about what are you telling people about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome of real estate in 2025? What are you sharing with your clients
I,
and
I,
share with our
I'm
viewers too?
again, patience. I have a beautiful house right now on the market, and we've had a lot of people come through it, but a lot of people are worried about taking that next step, or they think that the interest rate's going to come down miraculously tomorrow. We're going to wake up and be back to 3% interest rate. That's not going to happen. It's going to take some time. It will happen, but it's going to take some time. So I tell my buyers, uh, you're marrying the house, not the rate. You're
Right,
dating rate. You can always refinance. We know that.
right.
When my brother bought his second house, the interest rate was a little high. We bought it, and a year later, the interest rate went down,
Hmm.
and we went to. That's when Dave Cantrell was a lender. We went to Dave. He did a wonderful job, and it happens. And I tell that story, and people want to know that you've done it, not just spout words at them. They want to know. So I bring up, like, I did this. I did this with this client, and this is how it turned out. And then they have trust in you if you give them examples and you make them know that you know what you're talking about. You're not just spouting what everybody else is spouting to them.
Right.
You understand, uh, everything that goes. If you're buying or selling a house, it is the biggest thing you'll do in your lifetime.
Without a
And
doubt.
I had up in Palmdale, Susie Wood and I worked on a deal, and it was a retired fireman who was blind, and he he was giving up his house. It's not that he wanted to give up his house. He needed more help. He couldn't live alone. His kids lived in different states, so we had to move him to a facility where he could be taken care of. And the one thing I told the agent on the other side who was buying the house is please be patient. This is not an you got to know your client. This is not an exciting moment for him. This is sad. He does not want to do this. He's doing it out of necessity. So please be patient and don't, you know, it, be respectful of that, and we have to look out for our clients. If we don't look out for our clients, who does? That's what
Right.
our part of our job. That's why I
And
don't like to double end deals. If I get a seller and a buyer, then I have Bobby Higby work with one or the other, because I feel like you're not giving your all to the person you're working with.
right. And
If
I
you're
think that shows your true character,
Oh, thank you.
Well, because, when you work with the buyer, you're representing the buyer. When you're
Yeah,
working with the seller, you're representing the seller. How can you equally represent both of them
yeah.
to make it work,
You
right?
can't. You can't in good conscience, in my opinion. And uh, all the money in the world isn't going to help you if somebody feels slighted, because that might be the last deal you do, because they're going out and telling everybody they didn't feel taken care of. You gotta take care of that client. That client becomes a family member, at
Exactly.
least in my eyes.
But let's call it the way it is. You're all about creating raving fans, right?
Yeah.
You're all that's who you are. So you're telling them what they need to hear instead of what they want to hear, right?
Yes.
That's how you do your business, and that's why you're so well respected in the real estate industry.
Thank you.
And I tip my hat off to you with that aspect and how you do business. My question that I do want to ask you is 2025's here. I mean, we're
Yeah.
already in March, right? You
Yes.
know, what are you going to be doing differently this year? What did you sit down and write your goals and thoughts and
Yeah,
say,
I did. I did. I'm so excited
ready?
to tell you this. So I work with a lot of wonderful people, in this
You do.
industry. So I have two really great farm areas that work really great for me. And I'm sorry, I'm Italian. I talk with my hands.
You're
Um,
allowed to.
so I'm designing a newsletter, and all of
Okay.
these people want to be part of it. It's like I've got a lender, I've got a title, I even have Williams Homes, because Patrice is amazing.
Yes, she is.
And some of these areas where I'm doing it, the next step is most likely a newer home or a new home. So we all have a little place in this newsletter, and it's little blurbs, and title will give an advice, a lender will give an advice, and then every 3 months we're going to do a raffle of two or three people, and it's going to be either
Gonna
cut.
raffle off people? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, no, we're going to raffle off prizes to two or three
Just,
people.
just, just want to make
Well,
sure.
if Gene, if
Well,
it
you're
worked out
Italian. You never
me, I
know.
would.
Right. How much
But
pasta could you be giving away? You know?
I'm very excited because it's a new approach, and it's getting my creative juices going. We're gonna
Right.
have little. I don't know if the one thing I am a diabetic. I just found out, so I'm learning to cook for that. And so we're going to have little recipes in there. We're going to just something that people won't throw away, because they're going to see, oh, well, in 3 months, I get to put my name in
Right.
and win something. And I've always used Cutco. They are a great gift. So I'm
Yeah,
going to
they
work
are.
with Cutco and do Cutco gifts, because who doesn't need a scissor or a knife or
Right.
something for their kitchen? So
That's
that's
a
one of
great.
the things I'm doing.
That is so cool. And
And then joining
guess
your
what?
group. is a
Oh,
new
I
thing for me.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, everybody really, really wanted you to be part of our group because you know what? The thing that I know about you is that you're all about your business, you're all about your clients, you're all about the consumer, you're all about the community. You are so far up on my totem pole of being such a great person on the inside and such a great person on
Thank
the
you.
outside. How can we not want you to be involved with our organization? I mean,
Well,
I
you have amazing people. I went to that lunch and I was like, how could I not join? I'm like, oh, look who's here, look who's here. It's amazing, amazing. But that's a new thing I've done this year because I was like, I'm going to invest in something that's going to give me what I need for my business. And I went and I watched and I said, this is part of it. And my newsletter is part of it. Keeping with it, working with the networking is part of it. So I make calls and of course I have my emails I send out and my birthday cards and you have your Christmas cards, but I wanted to do something different. So the newsletter came to mind and that's where I'm at this year.
I love that. And you know what? Networking for people in real estate who don't understand what networking is all about, can you kind of go into a little bit more details on why networking is so important?
Sure.
Meetings that you have on Friday mornings and the exclusive academy. Can you give people your opinion
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, networking is a real essential part of our business. To know that person on the other side of a deal
Yes,
makes it wonderful. To uh, have vendors that you know and trust because it's a reflection of you. Everything that's done in that house is a reflection of you, be it the inspection, the termite inspection, even appraisals. I've networked so much that some of the appraisers come through that, oh, hey, Louisa, we did this deal together,
great,
um, it's an important part. I like looking at a either an offer or giving an offer and knowing that the person on the other end knows my values and I know theirs.
right,
It makes a smoother transaction. Um, Networking is, I don't, to me, it's part of the lifeline of this business. I mean, if you don't know anybody, I mean, I know the difference from when I started and didn't know anybody to now knowing. I mean, I also network at CAR. I know agents in other cities of California. It's amazing, and they call on me and they're like, do you know do you can you do this or can you I can call them. So it's very important to our business. The
sure,
connections we make through networking build our business and elevate it. So that's
absolutely.
where how I feel.
So I want to take a TV timeout break for just a
Okay.
second. There are some viewers out there who don't know what the word CAR means.
Oh,
Can you
sorry.
can you share with our
Yeah,
viewers what
that's the
that is?
California Association of Realtors, and it is all of California. We get together 3 times a year. We vote on very important decisions for our industry. Let's face it, there's a lot of people in Sacramento who think we make tons of money and they want a piece of that pie. And it doesn't affect us as much as it affects our sellers or our buyers. And I feel like my job is to go up there and fight for those people. They don't know what's going on. They don't know there's some tax coming down the line where they want to tax 75 cents for each piece of paper we fill out. Do you know how many pieces of paper we fill out for a seller or a buyer? That's insane. So we go and fight these things. We make calls. We are going up to Sacramento the end of April, early May. I will quite frankly meet with 10 to 12 either assemblymen or senators, and we will talk about issues that affect us in this industry, and we will ask them to vote a certain way. I mean, there was a if I may, there was a new legislation last year that we fought, and what it was is a builder could build. You could go and put a deposit on that build, and then if the builder goes out of business, you wouldn't get your deposit back.
Hmm.
They would have in no way have to give you that deposit back. So we fought that and won. It's important stuff. It's stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees and nobody knows of. Some even agents don't know what's going on. When they say, what are my Southland Regional Association dues and California Association and NAR, National Association of Realtors, what those dues are for. These are some of the things your dues are going for to make sure, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I like being a contractor. I do not want to be an employee of Bob's. This is why I got into this industry. I like, um, I'm essentially my own boss with a broker over my head.
Right.
So, um, so we fight for all that, and it's important.
Do
It's
you
an
guys
important
get
part.
together before you meet in Sacramento to kind of collaborate together on what you guys want to get accomplished?
Yes, yeah, yes. There is when we get up there, we actually have time at the end. I'm on different uh I sit on different committees. I sit on uh I I I sit on risk management. I sit on a I'm losing it. I sit on three committees, and when I go to those committees, they'll say, "This is this is happening. This is what I want you to talk about when you sit down." We actually Nancy Starzik. She is a person who actually does the talking. I am Santa Clarita's with. Uh, I work with Jason, and we each get assigned somebody that we keep in the know. We talk. I choose to do local because I love Santa Clarita, but of course Nancy's crazy and she does everything else. So, but we all go with her. She'll make the appointment. We go with her. We sit and we all talk, and we have bullet points of what we need to take care of.
Okay, so Nancy's crazy, but in a great way,
Oh
because
my God.
it's all about real estate and
Yeah.
it's all about the consumer and it's all about the
Oh,
community. It's all about taking care of the agents, right?
yep. I always say, I know that's another question on here, but I always say that Bobby was my mentor in business. She really
Oh,
taught
I
me
was
to
going to
keep,
ask you about your mentors.
yeah, she taught me to keep my head straight. There was a lot of tears in the beginning for me because I'm a very sensitive girl, and so Bobby taught me to be a little bit tougher, and also she I don't know what I would have done without her. She helped me build my business, and she helped me through some tough times when it was in the beginning. She'd share her stuff with me, and I, you know, I was that girl. I wasn't gonna. I would do. I would basically TA and do folders for $50 a folder because I didn't care about the money. I wanted to learn how to do a folder and do it quickly and know what was in that folder. I didn't
Okay,
want to be afraid of the folder.
you're going to have to explain to the audience what a TA is.
Oh, a transaction assistant. We help
Okay,
in because there's so much paperwork in this industry, and
right.
it all has to be put together and kept somewhere and taken care of. And so I would go around to all the agents in our company and say, "Oh, I'll put that folder for," and they loved me because it was $50, and I was taking care of making sure they had all their paperwork. But it was more than a job for me. I'm a hands-on person. So it was a class for me. I didn't see it as a job. I saw it as a class. Every folder I put together was a class. I mean, how can Bobby teach me if I didn't have questions? So having that folder in front of me and learning what needed to go into the folder and why were the questions I had for her. And so now I can put a folder together in my sleep. It's crazy, but before it was scary. I mean, the first deal I did, I'm like, what do I do with this thing? And sat down with Bobby and and now it's baby steps. It really is. And it was important to me. I know, everybody can hire a transaction assistant. I didn't want to. I wanted to learn what I was doing. You can't do this industry if you don't know what the contracts are, what they mean, why they're
Right.
there. So that's was important to me. And then Nancy Starzik was my get involved mentor. She was my, let's go up to Sacramento. Let's oh, you should come sit on the council up here in Santa Clarita. You should be on GA. And I was like, I don't know if I can do all this. And then it's a bug you catch. And it's true. And she gave it to me. And so now I couldn't imagine not doing any of this stuff. But yeah, she was, she walked me, she was amazing. I would go to Sacramento and she'd be, just follow me, and I'd follow her, and I was in awe of her. So, and there
That's
was a lot of other people along the way. We have some great staff and people who work for Southland Regional and
mhm.
Association, and you can learn from everybody. I mean, Diane at Pathway Escrow. She was my escrow teacher. She taught me everything I needed to know about escrow. I would go sit in front of her and go, "Can I talk to you?" And she would sit with me forever. So you have to find your teachers where you can.
Exactly. Exactly. So, do you have any mentors on a personal level outside of business?
Yeah, this is going to sound really corny, but it's my mom. My
Nothing
mom,
funny about that.
my mom raised 4 children by herself. My dad was not in the picture. He didn't care to be in the picture. Um, and she showed us what a strong woman is. She took us on a bus from New York to California to move to California. And she had 4 kids on a bus. And somebody put a little girl on a bus with $20 by herself. And my mom decided that she needed another kid to take care of. So she took care of that. And to her kindness,
What an amazing woman.
oh God, I can't even tell you. She did an amazing job with what she had, and we never knew we were poor. I tell this story a lot. We would have pancakes for dinner because that what was in the cupboard. I would go to school the next day all excited because my mom made it seem like it was a treat. Okay, you guys have all been good all week. We're going to have pancakes, and so I never,
Great
I
memory. What a
yeah,
great
it was a
memory.
wonderful
Oh,
memory. She made Christmases and Thanksgivings, and I remember being up late at night with her and decorating the tables, and she was just really strong, and she stood strong for us. So that is what all the stuff that makes me want to take care of other people or put people under my wing, it all stems from her.
you
So,
come from an amazing woman. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It
yeah, I
just
do.
breaks my heart hearing how amazing she was and what a great positive influence she was in your life, you know?
Yeah.
It,
Yes.
that is just so amazing. So cheers to your mom.
Yeah.
Cheers to your mom. Um, we're almost out of time, my dear. And boy,
Okay.
did you share a lot of great stuff with us. But is there any closing thoughts? Anything else you want to share with your friends and our viewers out there? Um,
Um,
I'd love to hear it.
my favorite quote
Ah,
from Bobby for any new agent starting in the business: there is no verbal real estate. And I remember because I'd be like, oh well, they said, and she's all, no, 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 we don't say anything.
oh,
And also, I don't know, this is to there's no better feeling in the world than handing that key to a new couple or selling that house so that person can move to the next phase of their life. Um, it's amazing, and a tough road sometimes getting to that point. But once you get there, all that other stuff, all the appraisal didn't come in, the 15 repairs that need to be done, all fall away. So
right.
that's my thing. Just remember that. It's like having a baby. It's all tough, but then it all falls away after it's done. So
Keep pushing.
yeah.
Keep pushing through, right?
You're right.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, you can understand why I had this amazing woman on the program today because she's so great at what she does. She's a great mother, she's a great grandmother, she's a great wife, she's a great daughter, she's a great sister, excuse me.
Yeah.
She's so talented at what she does. She takes care of her family, her friends. She treats everybody with great respect. And Louisa, I just can't thank you enough for being on my program today.
Oh, thank you for having me. This was fun.
Oh, great. And I'm glad that you did that. And promise me you'll come back. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, guys. And you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye
See
bye.
you soon.
Hey, everybody, it is Scott the Mortgage Doc with Exclusive Academy for Real Estate Professionals. And we've got some incredible listings this week, so let's jump right into them. So we have Charlie Gonzalez, and she has a listing at 239,870. This is at 5200 Entrar Drive, space 47 in Palmdale, California, 93551. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,344 square feet. So, nestled in a quiet neighborhood with breathtaking mountain views, this home offers a serene retreat surrounded by nature. The master bedroom includes an attached bathroom with dual vanity, providing a private and comfortable space. The kitchen seamlessly flows into the dining room and fireplace area, creating a warm and functioning space. Enjoy an open balcony at the back of the home, perfect for family gatherings or relaxing while taking in the fresh air. The spacious backyard provides ample room for outdoor activities, and a convenient shed offers extra storage for organization. Situated in a gated, pet-friendly community, this property offers a safe and welcoming environment for residents of all ages. The community includes exceptional amenities such as a playground, fitness center, swimming pool, jacuzzi, clubhouse, spa, offering a fulfilling lifestyle. What a beautiful listing there. All right, we have Charlie Gonzalez with a listing at 559,870, and this is at 37741 Blutet Lane in Palmdale, California, 93551. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,172 square feet. Located in a desirable neighborhood with parks, riding trails, biking trails, offering easy access to the freeway, ideal for commuters. A formal entry room welcomes you, setting this tone for this spacious and stylish home. A small bedroom on the main floor, perfect for a home office, study, or guest space. The kitchen is a chef's dream, featuring quartz countertops, a large center island with breakfast bar seating, sleek stainless steel appliances, and custom coffee bar area. A secondary downstairs bedroom and a full bathroom provide a perfect setup for multi-generational living or guest accommodations. The main suite features a spa-like ensuite bathroom with dual vanities, a soaking tub, a walk-in shower, and a spacious walk-in closet. The backyard is designed for low-maintenance living, featuring lush turf landscaping, a spacious patio area, and ideal space for entertaining and relaxation. Wow, what a beautiful listing. Terry Vogel saying we have a listing at 959,900. This is at 27810 Pinecrest Place in Castaic, California, 91384. This is a 6-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,355 square feet. It has high ceilings, freshly painted walls, crown molding, high-profile baseboards, and expansive Italian ceramic flooring with thick subfloor for quiet comfort throughout. Nearly all windows feature plantation shutters. The remodeled layout creates a seamless flow between the living space and entertainer's backyard. The home was reconfigured to expand the family room, now featuring a 3-panel folding glass door that lets in natural light with a custom Dutch door leading to the backyard cabana room. High-end appliances, including a Bosch dishwasher, 2 KitchenAid refrigerator drawers, built-in refrigerator, under-the-counter ice machine, and a hidden lighted pantry. A primary bedroom includes a bonus retreat area for a home office, home gym, nursery. The remodeled ensuite features dual sinks, a jacuzzi tub, stand-up tile shower, and a spacious walk-in closet. Its newer HVAC system with all new ducting, 3rd dedicated zone for the primary bedroom, solar, whole house fan, water filtration system for great efficiency. Wow, so many incredible things. It's got the backyard with a cabana, entertainment center, new hardscape spa, built-in kitchen with a barbecue, pizza oven, fire pit, proximity to community amenities such as a clubhouse, pool, spa, and sports course. Wow, what an incredible listing. So many incredible features. Etna Torres, we have a listing at 520,000. This is at 43932 Rembrandt Street in Lancaster, California, 93535. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,449 square feet. The double doors open to a bright, airy living space with charming fireplace as the focal point, large windows that flood the room with natural light. The well-appointed kitchen features ample counter space, sleek cabinetry, modern appliances, perfect for everyday meals and entertaining. 5 spacious bedrooms with expansive closets offer comfort and storage, while large windows provide natural lighting. The 3 thoughtfully equipped bathrooms with stylish finishes and convenient layouts. A spacious backyard with an open patio ideal for dining, barbecues, or relaxing, along with a charming front porch to enjoy the neighborhood. Located in Lancaster with easy access to schools, shopping, and dining and entertainment. A home that offers both space and convenience in a beautifully designed layout. And we have a land listing. We have Deanna Brower, and this is a listing at $895,000. This is at 29730 West Hasley Canyon Road in Castaic, California, 91384. This buildable property in the sought-after Hasley Canyon offers 42 acres of privacy and tranquility, with multiple potential building sites. Enjoy this hilltop views, including breathtaking sunset, a serene natural beauty, ideal for creating your dream home. The property includes a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom cottage with a bonus room, currently rented, offering water, electricity, propane, gas, washer and dryer hookups, and an RV hookup, perfect for income or temporary living. Perfect for toys, animals, horses, this expansive lot provides the freedom to design your estate with ample space for recreational activities and equestrian needs. With approximately 260 feet of frontage on the private Arroyo Oak Lane, this provides peaceful, picturesque living area away from the hustle and bustle. It's located minutes from Castaic Lake and Highway 126, with easy access to nearby beaches, shopping, dining in the Santa Cruz Valley. A rare opportunity to create a custom estate in a prime location with endless possibilities for development and lifestyle design. Wow, what an incredible listings this week, from houses to mobile homes to land listings. Wow, what an incredible week. This is Scott the Mortgage Doc signing off with the exclusive Academy for Real Estate Professionals. Bye, everybody.